Alright, you lot, time to see what freebies are up for grabs this week. You know the drill. Epic Games, Prime Gaming, cheeky little summit from Game Pass, and of course PlayStation Plus. This week we got Formula 1 management, space salvaging, time-bending combat, and even Smurfs. Because no one says gaming like tiny blue communists fighting for survival. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. It helps the channel grow. And you won't want to deprive yourself for my dulcet tones, would you? Right, let's get into it. Alright, let's kick off with Epic Games. Because if there's one thing they do well, other than handing out free games like sweets at Halloween, it's making sure you got no excuse to be bored this week. First up, F1 Manager 24. Now if you've ever watched Formula 1 and thought, I could do a better job than these lot, well here's your chance to prove it. You'll be running whole show, hiring drivers, managing budgets, handling race strategies, and inevitably shouting at your screen when pit crew takes 12 seconds to change a tyre. New season, new sprint format, and for the first time, you can create your own Formula 1 team. Just don't call it Scuderia Shooty McShootface. And if high-speed micromanagement ain't your thing, Apex Legends players can snack Loba free unlock bundle. That's right, if you haven't unlocked Loba yet, you can now get it for free, along with Torrent Epic skin. So if you love stylish loot-thieving assassins, now's your chance to main her without spending a penny. Not a bad week from Epic. One solid AAA strategy game, and a nice little Apex Legends bundle. But we're just getting warmed up. So let's talk about Prime Gaming. First up, we got Stunt Kite Party. Now I know what you're thinking. A kite-flying game? Seriously? And yeah, I get it. We're living in an era of ultra-realistic shooters, massive open-world RPGs, and esport level competitive chaos. So Owen, the right mind, is asking for a kite-based party game. But hear me out. This is actually a surprisingly fun little couch co-op game. You're controlling a stunt kite, dodging obstacles, pulling off tricks, and competing in a variety of ridiculous minigames. Think Mario Party, but instead of plumbers and princesses, it's kites battling for supremacy. Cause why not? Game's got a story mode. Yeah, really. A tale of rebellion where a group of kids fight back against a mayor who bans kite flying. You know, typical leftist policy. No fun. There's also local multiplayer, so you and your mates can sit around telly and argue over whose kite skills at best. Will this change your life? Nah. But if you got a few mates over, a couple of beers, and a willingness to embrace absurd, it's a solid laugh for an evening. And let's be honest, you're already paying for Prime, might as well climb it. Now strap in, because we're about to dive into something you probably didn't expect to hear in a gaming roundup. Smurfs. Prisoner at Greenstone. Yeah, I know. We've gone from Formula 1 management and Apex assassins to tiny blue creatures running around in a magical forest. But stay with me. This isn't just some throwaway shovelware. It's a 3D action adventure game that's actually got some decent platforming, combat and puzzles. Developed by Awesome Studio, same people who made Asterix and Obelix, slap 'em all, this one follows Smurfs as they try to recover a dangerous artifact that's wreaking havoc on the village. You get to play as multiple Smurfs, each with unique abilities, and get this, you got access to a device called Smurfamix, which lets you craft new powers and abilities. So essentially, it's a Smurf Metroidvania Lite, because if there's one thing gaming needed, it were a blue mushroom-powered tech on genre. Real question is it actually worth playing? Well, if you got kids, it's a solid pick. Decent visuals, simple but fun gameplay, and enough variety to keep younger players entertained. But if you're a full-grown adult gamer, yes, probably one of those games you claim, install, play for about 15 minutes out of morbid curiosity, and then quietly delete it while nobody's looking. That said, it's free with Prime Gaming, so if you fancy a smurfy little adventure, it's there for taking. Next, let's shift gears from whimsical blue mushroom goblins to something gritty, dangerous, and depressingly realistic. Hardspace Shipbreaker. Now, if you've ever wondered what it's like to be deep in debt, working your soul-crushing corporate job where your life valued less than equipment you use, congratulations, you don't have to imagine anymore. This first-person spaceship salvaging sim throws you into the role of a blue-collar worker in deep space, cutting up decommissioned ships to strip them for valuable materials, all while trying not to accidentally depressurize a room and get launched into the void. Sounds fun, right? Why should you play it? First off, this game nails atmosphere. It's got that corporate dystopian vibe, where you're basically just a disposable worker trying to pay off an absurdly massive debt to Lynx Corporation. your overlords. They own you. Your tools, rented. Your suit, rented. Your life, also rented. Every mistake, cost you. Actual gameplay is methodical, strategic, and weirdly therapeutic. You'll use your cutting tools to slice ships into pieces, carefully separating valuable parts from junk. But this isn't some mindless tear it apart and go. You gotta plan your cuts, avoid explosive decompression, and not get electrocuted, incinerated, or sucked into great abyss. It's like a puzzle game, but instead of solving a Rubik's Cube, you're dismantling multi-ton spacecraft in zero gravity, or while some corporate exec takes 90% of your earnings. Is it worth playing? 100%, if you love immersive sims, or games that let you just switch off and focus on a slow, satisfying task. This is absolutely worth claiming. Physics feel incredibly well done, challenge ramps up naturally, and there's something strangely rewarding about learning how to efficiently carve up a spaceship without dying horribly. It's one of those I'll just play for 20-minute games that suddenly turns into a 4-hour shift at Scrapyard. Oh, and did I mention it's free on Prime Gaming? No reason not to grab it. Now let's crank things up with Lysfanga, Time Shift Warrior, a game that asks, what if you could fight alongside an army of your past selves? Yeah, this one's got time-bending mechanics, hack-and-slash combat, and tactical thinking all mashed into one. And if that doesn't sound like a recipe for chaos, I don't know what does. You play as Imi, legendary Lysfanga, tasked with saving Kingdom of Antala from ancient world-ending creatures called Raxas. Twist? You can rewind time. But instead of just resetting everything, you create echoes of your past selves that fight alongside you. Think of it like a single-player co-op game, where you are entire team. You fight through hordes of enemies, use different weapons and magic, and strategically position your clones to pull off insanely satisfying combos. It's like a mix of Hades, Bastion, and a tactical RPGs. Fast-paced top-down combat, with an added layer of strategy because you have to plan how you and your past selves fight together. You can't just spam attacks, you need to position your clones properly, chain your moves, and control battlefield. Animations are slick, environments are gorgeous, and combat has that snappy, weighty feel that makes every hit satisfying. If you like action games that force you to use your brain, this is definitely worth picking up, and since it's free with Prime Gaming, there's no reason not to at least give it a shot. Then there's Dark Sky. This one's a bit different. It's a narrative RPG deck builder, which basically means you're getting a mix of strategy, story, and tactical combat, all wrapped up in a sci-fi post-apocalyptic world. That immediately makes you think of games like Slay the Spire or Inscription. You're on the right track. But this one adds a deep RPG element that lets you assemble a party, customise your deck, and shape your own adventure. You're on a dying planet, caught in the middle of a mysterious catastrophe that's left everything in ruins. Your job? To unravel mystery behind what happened, recruit allies, and survive chaos using your wits and an ever-growing deck of combat cards. Each character you meet has unique abilities, meaning you'll need to build a well-balanced party and strategically manage your deck to overcome tough, tactical battles. And since it's an RPG first, there's plenty of story-driven decision-making, meaning you're not just battling for the sake of battling, you're actually shaping fate at world. If you love games that make you think before you act, this is right up your alley. Unlike some deck builders that focus purely on combat loop, this one gives you a full RPG experience, with dialogue choices, exploration, and meaningful consequences. It's free, and let's be honest, free tactical RPG with deck building mechanics is always worth a shot. If you're the kind of player who loves a challenge, enjoys crafting unique strategies, and wants something different from usual shoot everything that moves experience, Dark Sky is 100% worth claiming. So, now, let's talk Game Pass. Because this week we got a returning title that's perfect for anyone who enjoys strategy, pixel art, and constant struggle of keeping a kingdom afloat. Kingdom 2 Crown. It's on cloud and console, Game Pass Ultimate and Standard. If you've never played a Kingdom game before, here's the deal. It's a side-scrolling strategy game that looks deceptively simple, but it's actually one of the most addictive and rewarding experiences out there. You play as a monarch on horseback, tasked with building and expanding your kingdom while defending it from greed, mysterious creatures that come out at night to destroy everything you work for. What makes Kingdom 2 Crown stand out is its minimalist design. There's no tutorial holding your hand. You have to figure things out as you go, experimenting with how to spend gold, hire workers, and strengthen defences. It's got that perfect just one more day gameplay loop that keeps you hooked for hours. New features in 2 Crowns, co-op campaign mod. Unlike previous entry, you can now rule with a friend, either locally or online. Having a second monarch to split up responsibilities makes game feel fresh. And let's be honest, it's always nice to have someone else to blame when everything goes horribly wrong. Multiple biomes and expansions, whether you're exploring feudal Japan, Darklands at Deadlands, or even a Norse setting, plenty of variety. Each biome has unique mounts, units, and challenges, keeping things interesting. Unique strategy experience, no micromanaging, no complex menus, just pure emergent gameplay, where every decision counts. Build too fast, you might overextend and get wiped out. Expand too slowly, greed will overwhelm you. It's all about balance and smart decision making. If you love pixel art strategy games, or just want something relaxing but challenging, Kingdom 2 Crowns is absolutely worth diving into while it's on Game Pass. And now let's check in with PlayStation Plus. What new freebies has Sony in store for us this week? Right, well, this is awkward, because there's no new. Not a single new game drop. Nada, zilch. Sony's taking a week off, leaving PlayStation Plus subscribers twiddling their thumbs while Game Pass continues to deliver. So if you were hoping for something fresh on PlayStation Plus this week, tough luck. You'll have to wait and see what they drop next time. And that's your weekly dose of free games served up fresh and full of sarcasm. Now if you made it this far, congratulations, you officially have better attention span than half the internet. And since you clearly enjoy quality content, or just love to hear me rant, here's what you need to do next. Smash that like button, because it beats algorithm, and algorithm must be obeyed. Hit subscribe, unless you want to miss out on free games, gaming rants, and me calling out nonsense in industry. Your call. Drop a comment below. What are you claiming this week? Which games look best? Most importantly, why does Sony hate giving us free stuff? Let me know. I might just feature your comment in a future video. Want more? Join Discord. Chat with other like-minded gamers who enjoy actual discussions instead of brainless hot tech. Follow me on X for more gaming rants, spicy opinions, and an occasional meme. Become a channel member, get exclusive perks, and help keep content flowing. All links are down in the description, so click them all. I'll see you next time, you magnificent.